Right now, live at 5.
Senators say gun control negotiations are entering a critical phase. I'm Skyler Henry on Capitol Hill with the latest on the talks as survivors and family members of victims of gun violence testify before House lawmakers.
Plus, after 30 years, Duluth's police chief is retiring.
At the end of the day, really more accurately is I never did a damn thing by myself.
Mike Tuscan looks back at the hundreds who helped him along the way and the next steps for the department. And later,
preparing for the next big blaze, we take you inside Minnesota's biggest wildfire training program.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Briggs LaSavage. Kristen is off tonight. A big announcement from the Duluth Police Department today. After 30 years, Chief Mike Tuscan is retiring. CBS 3's Nora McEwen was there for his announcement today. Nora, why is he leaving the force?
Yeah, Briggs, Tuscan says after 3 decades of round-the-clock service and a job that constantly pulled him away from his family, it's time for a little bit of normalcy. Tuscan has had a long career with the DPD. Mayor Emily Larson appointed him chief back in 2016. But before that, the Duluth native first joined the department as a patrol officer in 1992. He also held other positions like juvenile investigator, patrol sergeant, investigative sergeant, lieutenant, and patrol deputy chief. He spent the day thanking the hundreds of people who helped get him to this point, including former police chief Scott Lyons, who originally hired him, his colleagues, and his wife Kathy. But he also thanked the community for putting their trust in his department.
But what do you see in our mission? It talks about having a safe Duluth. How do you have a safe Duluth? You cannot do it with the people who wear uniforms every day. You cannot do it with our professional staff. You have to do it through relationships with this community. You have to have that social contract. You have to be able to build trust, and so people will call, will engage, will help.
Tuscan will now serve as the law enforcement coordinator at the Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College in Cloquet, where he's taught community policing for the past 5 years. He'll start full-time there in August. No word on when his last day with the DPD will be or when the city plans to choose his replacement. They plan to share more information about that process, which will include chances for community input in the coming days.
So, Nora, along with Tuscan's retirement, we've reported before about a lot of other officers with the DPD reaching retirement age soon. What did Tuscan have to say about the impact that could have on the department with recruiting being such a big challenge right now?
Yeah, Tuscan said today the DPD is short about 20 officers right now, but he's confident that he's leaving the department in good hands. He also said about half as many people are going to school for policing these days, so he hopes he can help boost those numbers in his new role, training and recruiting incoming officers.
All right, Nora McEwen for us in studio tonight. Thanks, Nora. Meanwhile, Minnesota's frontline workers can now apply for bonus pay. That application process opened this morning after lawmakers passed the frontline worker pay bill earlier this year. It's money meant to help support people who worked critical jobs during the height of the pandemic. There's a long list of people who are eligible, including those in the healthcare industry, the courts, childcare, public schools, and more. You must have worked one of those jobs between March 15th, 2020 and June 30th, 2021. With 667,000 Minnesotans who could qualify and $500 million available, each worker is expected to receive around $750. We have more details on how to apply on our website, cbs3duluth.com. There will soon be an immediate treatment option available in Duluth for anyone who tests positive for COVID. Governor Tim Walz announced this morning that Duluth will be home to one of Minnesota's first 3 test-to-treat sites. They will be offering the antiviral treatment Paxlovid. Here's how it works. You'll go to the site and then take a rapid COVID test. If it's positive, you can choose to have one of the site's clinicians come and check you out and then prescribe you Paxlovid if necessary. You'd have to go to a local pharmacy to pick it up. The state is still working to make the medication available at the testing site. We don't know exactly where the Duluth site will be located yet, but the city's only state-run testing center is at the deck. It will open on June 14th. The other Minnesota test-to-treat sites will be in Moorhead and Brooklyn Park. After hearing emotional testimony from those touched by the mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde, Texas, House Democrats are now preparing to move forward on a wide-ranging package of gun measures. But the House is expected to vote along party lines. Skylar Henry has more from Capitol Hill.
I left my daughter at that school, and that decision will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Heart-wrenching testimony on Capitol Hill from the parents of Lexi Rubio, one of the 19 children, along with 2 teachers who were shot and killed at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Legislators also heard from Mia Cerrillo, who survived the massacre by smearing her friend's blood on herself and playing dead.
Do you feel safe at school? Why not?
Because I don't want it to happen again.
And you think it's going to happen again?
They were joined by Zanita Everhart, whose son was shot multiple times but survived the Buffalo Tops grocery store massacre.
Lawmakers who continuously allow these mass shootings to continue by not passing stricter gun laws should be voted out.
We will win! Congressional Democrats and gun control activists gathered near the Capitol ahead of planned House votes on broad gun legislation.
These bills are focused on gun violence prevention, and most important, they're focused on saving lives.
House Republicans say the Democrats' proposals, which include a ban on large-capacity magazines and raising the minimum age to buy a semi-automatic rifle to 21, violate the Second Amendment.
Let's focus on the root of the problem, but let's not take away the ability for people to defend themselves.
We're trying to get an outcome, guys.
A bipartisan group of senators continue negotiations on their own smaller bill, which could include enhanced background checks, incentives for red flag laws, mental health, and school safety provisions.
There are still details that we need to resolve.
Democrats say they hope to reach a deal by the end of the week. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Today, Attorney General Merrick Garland announced the team of officials who will be spearheading a full review of police actions the day of the Uvalde shooting. He says the review will be comprehensive and transparent. Well, if you've been hit by recent flooding, you're encouraged to stock up on sandbags. The Koochiching County Sheriff's Office says today is a good day to pick those up. They say lines are short and they have a lot of supplies on hand. Residents are encouraged to stock up now as the forecasted weather could bring more rain and winds. You can get sandbags at Cary Park in International Falls any day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you need help or delivery, you're asked to call the Sheriff's Office. Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Not only is flooding a continued threat, but now we're talking fire danger, too.
Yeah, exactly. What a conundrum. Some parts have too much precip, others not enough, so we go from flood to fire in the same zones right next to each other. To the map we go, where we see that indeed the flood warning for International Falls, Rainier, Ray, Crane Lake, that neck of the woods up north stays in effect until further notice, according to National Weather Service Duluth. But they've also put into place then for the Arrowhead of Minnesota near critical fire danger alert for Thursday because of low relative humidities, and we've had precious little rain here in June. So indeed, from fire to flood, things are doing all right in Wisconsin and the UP right now, but if it stays dry, that could become a hassle as well. And we've got high pressure in place right now that's keeping most of the rain at bay. Yesterday and today we've had a few spotty showers pop up, and tonight and tomorrow the same could happen, especially from that trough of lower pressure, that little shortwave up north. But it's only a 20% chance on Thursday, and it's really only for Minnesotans rather than the UP and northern Michigan, the UP, and northern Wisconsin. Tonight, 40s, tomorrow, 70s, just a 20% shower chance. Will a better chance come around on Saturday? I'll show you with my 7-day when we get there.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, honoring Flag Day. Details on a ceremony this weekend in Superior coming up in City by City.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Now at Arrowhead Supply. Swoop in and save $400 on stressless wing recliners in all Paloma leather colors. Save now at Arrowhead Supply in Duluth and Virginia.
The RV that I got here now, the base camp, I get it winterized and de-winterized, so I bring it over twice a year. My experience working with the staff here at Link RV has been nothing but great. I was impressed with how they treated me and how things have gone.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit MPPLfinancial.com.
I'm Jim from Jim Peralt Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Peralt Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Peralt Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
Coming up tonight, the story behind this mural and its significance to the Duluth community.
Preparing for the next big blaze, we take you inside Minnesota's biggest wildfire training program.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kevakauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Now at Arrowhead Supply. Swoop in and save $400 on stressless wing recliners in all Paloma leather colors. Save now at Arrowhead Supply in Duluth and Virginia.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Virginia, Minnesota tonight. Another beautiful day across the region with lots of sunshine. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Funding to help with infrastructure across the Iron Range and getting outdoors this weekend in Minnesota. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off in Superior tonight, where they'll be hosting a Flag Day celebration this Saturday. The Lake Superior chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, the American Legion Post 435, and the Richard I. Bong Veterans Historical Center are coming together at 11:30 Saturday morning for the ceremony. A flag retirement will kick things off, followed by a proper disposal and burning of flags that are no longer serviceable. Cathedral Girl Scouts Troop 4461 and the American Legion Auxiliary 435 will also be on site to teach proper flag etiquette and folding. And next we head to the Iron Range, where the IRRB announced $7 million in funding at their meeting yesterday. The majority of grants are going to help with infrastructure, trail systems, and education. One of the infrastructure grants includes $1.5 million to Virginia for a new hotel complex. And about $100,000 will go to help 75 homes in Ash Lake get broadband access. The board says the grants are set to impact 46 jobs and create 356 construction jobs. And we wrap up in Minnesota tonight with a free and fun reason to get outdoors this weekend. Saturday is National Get Outdoors Day, and to celebrate, the DNR is offering free admission to all 75 state parks and recreation areas. There are only 4 free park days each year. This doesn't cover extra expenses like camping or rentals, but it still does help make the outdoors accessible to everyone. Additionally, there are more than 36 special programs being offered for Get Outdoors Day. We'll have a link to those on our website, cbs3duluth.com. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5 in Grand Rapids today, we got an inside look at how crews battle wildfires. We take you inside the blaze in just a few minutes.
Our rain deficit for June is now an inch. The month usually gets 3.5 inches. Some sources were predicting 5 for this month. Well, we're going to have to really kickstart things to get back up there, because now the lack of rain has led to some fire danger threats, especially for Minnesota. We'll talk more about that and any rain coming across the pike here for the week ahead right after our break.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kevakauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-310-2570. That's 1-800-310-2570 now.
Strawberry Fresh-table is back. Savor the flavor of garden fresh strawberry sweetness in every bite of these delicious platters. And don't forget a slice of fresh strawberry pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
There's an old saying that you need to make hay when the sun shines, and around here we also make firewood while the sun shines, getting ready for the winter. So here's Dale Rogers' grandsons. Looks like they're cutting up about 6 cords worth of ash. Been there and done that back in the day. It's a lot of work, but usually by the time fall comes around, it's all split and stacked and ready to keep you warm over the winter time. Warm this week should be easy to do because the normal's around 70 and our temperatures will be pretty close to that mark for the next 7 days. What we could use is a little bit of rain, and there are some slight rain chances, and we'll talk more about those after this look at our current conditions. Coming in from Duluth International, 73 right now. Partly cloudy sky, northwest wind 18 miles per hour. Relative humidity only 28%. Dry atmosphere in place. That low relative humidity reading is leading us to a near critical fire danger watch for tomorrow for the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Wisconsin, Michigan off the hook so far, but if we don't get some rain, it could come to your neck of the woods as well, so we'll have to be cautious. Barometric pressure, 29.85 inches of mercury. Current temperatures, upper 60s in parts of northern Minnesota, 70, low 70s from International Falls to Big Fork, mid 70s around Moose Lake and Two Harbors as well. Wisconsin right now is running a range of 69 to 76, cooler in La Pointe, of course, and warmer towards Hayward, Superior on the warmer side. 59 to 72 for the UP. Watersmeet's fairly cool, but nice in Ironwood. Temperatures for the week ahead, like I mentioned, should be pretty close to the 70 mark for highs and into the 40s for the lows. Well, yesterday we had a trough of lower pressure work by the area, and it's been trying to keep some showers going in our neck of the woods even here today, even though the chance is very slight. So they're popping up and trying to hit the ground here in northern Minnesota and also a little bit in northern Wisconsin and parts of the Upper Peninsula as well. Trough of lower pressure or shortwave up north, a bigger low down to the south, but high pressure in between is what's keeping these two lows from really paying off with precip. But if they do pay off, just like last night, looks like not much precip could be coming our way. For Minnesotans, maybe 3 to 600ths of an inch through Thursday. And for Wisconsin and Michigan, looks like maybe 100th to about 500ths of an inch. This isn't a big soaker, but something better could be coming our way for the weekend. We've got lower pressure, those two troughs I mentioned leaving, higher pressure settling in to dry us up again and bring us a lot of sunshine for Friday. Saturday, we see hints of clouds and a new system coming our way that could bring showers and storms Sunday, or actually Saturday, Sunday, and also Monday. And maybe that'll bring the precip we need to put down the fire danger. Tonight, I think it's going to be partly cloudy in Minnesota with lows in the 40s. Partly cloudy as well for Wisconsin with lows there in the 40s, and Michigan too. Tomorrow, daytime highs with sunshine, Wisconsin, Michigan, 70 to 75. For Minnesotans, about 68 to 75. 20% chance for showers in Minnesota tomorrow from that northern shortwave. Then it dries up for Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, those are the days with the rain chances, and the best chance of the three comes on Saturday with afternoon showers and thunderstorms possible. They in turn give way and things warm up again, Briggs, by Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Dave. Last summer, we saw one of the worst wildfires to date tear through northern Minnesota. The Greenwood fire burned 26,000 acres, taking cabins and structures along with it. Today, hundreds of firefighters gathered in Grand Rapids, learning how to stop wildfires like that in their tracks. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham takes us behind the scenes.
Firefighters battle structure fires on a regular basis, and that's a dangerous job on its own. But wildfires can be much more unpredictable and dangerous and require much more preparation and training. This week, that's exactly what's happening in Grand Rapids at the Minnesota Wildfire Academy. Hosted at Minnesota North College Itasca campus, the training brought together roughly 600 people from Minnesota to train for the next big fire. The event is coordinated and organized by federal, state, and tribal wildland fire management agencies. That included students in training, incident management instructors, Conservation Corps members, and staff from the college. The Academy focuses on wildfire planning, operations, safety, and leadership. Those involved get hands-on experience as they practice using chainsaws, providing aerial support, and tactical planning. Organizers say it's important to prepare ahead of time for wildfires since they can be unpredictable and dangerous.
This is a safe environment, it's controlled, but we can also force certain scenarios that help these people prepare for those scenarios, like you stated, when it is actually an emergency.
Instructors say the annual academy helps prepare firefighters statewide for events and likely helped operations run smoother in situations like the Greenwood fire. Many of the instructors also have experience working with Minnesota Incident Command. The training is happening all week.
Well, the academy is in its 20th year after a 2-year break during the pandemic. Meanwhile, it's that time of the show now where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies here in Duluth. This is Waffles. He is an 8-year-old pup looking for a place to call home. Our friends at the shelter say he is a friendly, adventurous boy and loves car rides, too. He is so ready to find his next home, and you can just tell he has those sad puppy eyes looking for his next family. He's a very handsome guy, too, and it sounds like he would make a good road tripping buddy if you have some trips planned this summer. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Waffles, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, taking pandemic stress and turning it into art. We introduce you to one Minnesota woman keeping track of COVID data in a very unique way.
Dream it, build it, style it, accessorize it, and create your custom order for a Ford vehicle today. Plus, get an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. And incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. For a limited time, get up to $1,500 retail order bonus cash on top of all public offers. And thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
Hold on to your napkins, cheeseburger fans. DQ is taking taste buds for an all-out flavor ride with the new signature stack burger menu featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. Like the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 amazing premium sauces. And the spicy flamethrower stack burger with, oh, hello, jalapeno bacon. So tell your taste buds to buckle up and try the new DQ signature stack burger menu today. Get it delivered at DQ.com. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Your personal information gets exposed so often, it might as well be hanging in a museum. Everyday activities like online shopping, banking, and even data breaches may expose your information and make it dangerously easy to have your identity stolen. No wonder there's a new victim every 3 seconds.
Someone stole my information and tried to buy a car in my name. Felt really devastating, frightened, because I had no control.
And the ways identity thieves can steal and use your information are constantly evolving.
Someone used my information to open up bank accounts in my name. It was terrifying, not knowing what was out there and what had been opened.
Watching your accounts or monitoring your credit may not be enough, but protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock, a leader in identity theft protection. LifeLock monitors threats to your identity, and if an issue is detected, sends you an alert.
It was a big yes or a big no button. I clicked that's not me, and LifeLock took it from there.
If you are a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it.
If something happens, you have somebody fighting for you. I don't know what I would have done without my restoration specialist.
And you'll be covered by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package, including reimbursement for stolen funds, personal expenses, and coverage for lawyers and experts if needed.
With the $1 Million Protection Package, I know LifeLock has me covered.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity, but now it's easy to help protect yourself.
I realize identity theft can happen to anybody, so that's why I signed up for LifeLock.
Join the millions of people already protected by LifeLock, and for a limited time, save 25% with promo code 25TV. LifeLock. Identity theft protection starts here. Call 1-800-483-5529 or go to lifelock.com/25TV and use promo code 25TV to save 25% on your first year of identity theft protection. Enroll now.
Throughout COVID, we've all seen the charts and graphs reflecting data in Minnesota, but one Robbinsdale woman found a unique way to track those numbers. WCCO's Kirsten Mitchell shows us how she knit her way through the pandemic.
It's a 10-foot-long story of the past 2 years.
So the light yellow was until we had up to 100 cases. And
beginning with Amy Fisher's habit of checking Minnesota's COVID numbers.
It was a way I could, yes, I could take that and do something with it instead of just stewing about it.
The Robbinsdale stay-at-home mom of 4 has knitted since high school, but the pandemic unraveled a new challenge.
I was already sort of obsessing over what the COVID numbers were doing locally.
And a need to stitch away the stress.
This was fall of 2020, and I can tell this is Thanksgiving.
On one side, she knitted the state's COVID data with each tulip, 5% of the population.
I liked being able to see the cases were dropping. It's getting back to yellow again. Okay, we're going to be okay.
Vaccinations shortened the width. The other side shows her family's vaccination journey.
When my loved ones have gotten sick, they haven't gotten horribly ill, and I think that vaccines have the most to do with that.
It's not the first time she's visualized her surroundings. In 2019, she knitted a blanket based on the year's weather.
Showed when it rained, when it snowed, how much rain, how much snow, if we had thunderstorms.
Her creative projects have left her with plenty of extra yarn.
And making socks for my 7-year-old, who will appreciate having socks of 19 colors. There's something about having a tactile thing to work with that is a nice balance to everything else happening, all the craziness in life.
Well, Amy says she's looking into displaying her piece at the Minnesota State Fair.
Coming up on this busy news day, the emotional testimony on Capitol Hill from an 11-year-old survivor of the Uvalde shooting. Plus, our investigation tonight, are gun makers marketing their firearms to try and lure younger customers? That's all tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. When joint pain or injury becomes too much to bear, turn to Essentia Health's expert team to keep you moving forward.
At Home Furniture, we offer the best quality, value, and selection in fine furnishings. Enjoy classic styles in our fine furniture gallery, the contemporary urban look of Uptown, handmade quality from Amish craftsmen, or the up-north comfort of Lodge furniture. For your lifestyle, there's no place like home.
Rental cars are in high demand, but now there's another option. Rent a Toyota RAV4 or Sienna from Cary Toyota in Superior. Current models fill the rental fleet at competitive pricing. Rent for a single day or save with a weekly rental rate. Enjoy the reliability of Toyota on your next road trip. Unlimited mileage is automatically included when you rent at Cary Toyota in Superior. That's right, unlimited miles. You don't have to buy a new car to drive a new car. Call Cary Toyota in Superior to reserve your rental vehicle today. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
You switched to T-Mobile home internet yet? Trim your hedge. It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it. I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't Don't sneak up on me like that. Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
When it comes to sports, there's one guy who's dunking on the competition. For all your local sports, Duncan Goldberg. Evenings on live, local CBS 3.
Great sleep has arrived at Home Sleep Express. Casper delivers your best night's sleep, and Home Sleep Express offers free delivery, setup, and a 120-day guarantee. Plus, get no money down, 3-year special financing. Casper mattresses, now at Home Sleep Express.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this sunny Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. After 30 years with the Duluth Police Department, including 6 as chief, today Mike Tuscan announced he's hanging up the badge. He says he's ready for a bit more normalcy, but isn't going to go too far from the profession. Beginning in August, he will be serving as the law enforcement coordinator at the Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College in Cloquet. And coming up tonight at 6, applications open today for frontline worker pay in Minnesota. We further break down who is eligible and how to apply tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.